What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, we have yet another video talking about the brand new Kizuna Clash versus Cat Viper Dogstorm. We just uploaded an original video talking about a few different teams against each of the variations. And while that's all cool and all, the best way, the most efficient way to play this event is to use a friend captain of the highest booster, and in this case it's gonna be Perospero. If you're able to build a team utilizing friend captain Peros, and also finding them can be a bit of a challenge in and of itself, if you are able to do that, it is the best way forward in terms of efficiency of using your stamina for tokens and inherently for tickets, of course. So this team utilizes Hybrid Kaido, Super Tandem Kaido as the captain, great synergy between Perospero, Kaido, and obviously Kaido's badge. Work very, very well in all of these Kizunas. So we're going to be using this Queen here, who's a really solid unit, enables you to get around Rainbow Shield and defense up. We have the Lin, which gets around Threshold and another hit of Rainbow Shield, which is awesome. Big Mom is also kind of key because she does provide a chain locking effect, which is going to be very, very nice on a couple of these variations. We also have the Kid on the team, and he's kind of nice because he can have the support of that free-to-play killer that enables you to remove one turn of Rainbow Shield, which isn't good in this quest, but on the versus Infight, it's going to be very, very key to success in that quest. But overall, very, very simple team. With Kid, along with Kaido, you can use Kaido's special for an orb boost, who's also a health cutter, by the way, which is going to be very, very useful against the quick variation, or the strength variation, should we say, due to the fact that you need to use a health cut special in order to remove the enemy's barrier, and obviously Kaido can provide that. Kaido provides, obviously, the Wano slots and the tandem slots with his super type or super tandem or super class effect, should we say. The cool thing is because his super class also does a wave clear, you can use it stage 1 to get all of those slots immediately, as well as just clear the turtles without having to attack them, which is so good. And then Perospero special essentially on every single variation on stage 2 to lock the slots, or to put them in the slot change impossible so you can keep them forever. And then, of course, we have the Kid special, which gives us an attack boost as well as a color affinity boost. Because Kid is a very, very interesting unit in the fact that, you know, you can use his special to get an attack boost, but if you already have an attack boost, you can get an orb boost. If you already have an orb boost, you can get a color affinity, that reduced redundancy effect, which I absolutely love on characters. And then there's the Blackbeard, which is a bit of an oddity on the team, considering the fact that Blackbeard isn't actually boosted by Kaido's captain ability. But Blackbeard's a very useful character here because he does remove the special bind on all the variations, as well as provides a defense down conditional boost. So sometimes we'll get Kaido's conditional boost, other times we're going to get Blackbeard's conditional boost. And another really cool thing about Kaido is the fact that when you tap on him with a Wano slot, you are able to inflict the increased damage taken towards the enemy. And of course, as it gets down to the nitty gritty, eventually you're going to be able to use the super tandem effect of Kaido, depending on your super tandem level, of course. But that effect is very key, as it will enable you to increase the increased damage taken, as well as give you a 2x attack boost for your striker characters, making Perospero hit as hard as possible. That is the goal of most of these one team versus all, is to utilize the point booster friend captain and ensuring that that point booster friend captain hits as hard as possible. And we do that in spades with this team, as we're able to give Perospero a Wano slot, which is kept throughout the entire quest. We're able to make use of the super class to transform him into a super class striker character, mass attack, orb, and color affinity with a chain lock and a conditional boost, with the chance of a super tandem as well. It's a pretty good team. It's a pretty solid team that's going to be probably my farming team throughout the entire duration of this quest. One thing to note here is you do see that the killer support does change Kid's slot into a matching slot. So realistically, you could change the position of Queen and Kid just so that, you know, whenever you use the effect of that support, you don't get the matching slot, and you can actually have the tandem slot because Blackbeard won't proc. I believe Big Mom can actually utilize the effect of the super tandem, so realistically you could switch the positions of Kid and Lin, and I think that will actually still work. Either way, it's a really solid team, but this is just one of 2 different one team versus alls that I want to showcase in this video. Moving on to the secondary one team versus all. This team is definitely not as powerful as what you saw, but it gives you guys plenty of different opportunities in order to get this done. Now, once again, it does use that killer support attached to Kid. It's a very key support. If you don't have that, you will have to utilize another character on your crew that is able to remove Rainbow Shield. The really cool thing about using level limit break Kid as a captain is because of when you get him to level limit break 5, his captain ability, well, even at level limit break 3, should we say, his captain ability alters in the fact that now he's able to remove 5 turns of Rainbow Shield whenever you tap on him with a bomb or a super bomb slot, meaning that, you know, even though the enemy may have Rainbow Shield, Kid will just innately remove it. Kid's special is also very powerful in the fact that it gives you a very good attack boost, but it also provides the ability of removing damage threshold by 7 turns, so very, very key. We do have the support of Legend Super Type Zoro on Hody, so that when we use Hody's special for a health cut, it's a damage dealing special. We get a 1.75 orb boost. So in terms of like overall raw power, it's nowhere near as good as the previous team. But once again, that's not really the goal here. I just wanted to give you guys different options for characters that you can use in a one team versus all scenario to get the most efficient tickets for your stamina spent, right? And we're able to do that with this team. Once again, we have the Queen on here because he's such a good rare recruit, removing a lot of different debuffs that you're going to have to come up against. Queen doesn't really synergize well with Kid as the captain, but he's just a great character that works in this scenario. And then Tezora is a really nice unit that can give you a really high chain lock. My Tezora here is level limit break 5, which does give our chain lock much more significantly. If yours is not level limit break 5, I believe it's actually still okay, because I think the chain lock that he provides is, I think it's still the same actually. So either way, Tezora is a really nice unit, but again, you can use any chain locker. It's going to be fine so long as it does exceed 3.0. That's the really key thing. Drake on this team is mainly here just because he procs the super type of Kid. You definitely don't need this specific Drake. He is a neat option, but not the best option for sure. You can definitely switch him out for any Dex unit. Ideally, a Dex driven or a Dex striker character that works under Kid is going to be probably your best bet in terms of using characters on the team. But you have to make sure that it honestly activates the effect of the super type. That's the very, very important thing, because we do use that super type very similarly to the first team to wave clear the turtle stage, get the super bomb slots, lock them with Perospero, and then we're off to the races. And because we will have a full team of strikers, we can actually utilize Perospero's super type or super class effect, which does provide resistance down to the enemy. I think it's a 1.3 boost, so it's like a 30% resistance down, which obviously equates to a 1.3 bonus damage boost to the squad. Very, very cool. Another thing is this team does not have color affinity, so you could potentially apply a character in that position of Drake that gives color affinity. Again, it is up to you at the end of the day, just giving you guys those options. But that's going to wrap it up from me. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to go ahead and leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.
それがお似合いだペロリ